today I'm going to try my hand at fermenting some peppers. And then once they're done fermenting in about a month or two, or you can let them go even longer than that, I want to make hot sauce out of it. I have been watching Grow Something with Jeff, and he has the cutest little apple crisp peppers, and he sent me one, and it's delicious. But those apple crisp peppers, and I hope they come up in the garden because I did plant some, but they were just so cute. But he has been doing fermenting, and I've done it on and off. I feel like I haven't had good success with it, so I've never filmed myself or anything. So this is my first video. I do use ball recipe, and I will link this recipe in the description. I like that because it just kind of tells you everything that you need to do. Once you are a pro like Jeff, then you can really jazz it up and do a bunch of different things. But what I have here is, if everything's been washed, 7 nice size jalapenos. I have 3 serrano peppers, 2 habaneros. I have 2 garlics, 2 cloves of garlic. And then out of my garden, I've got peppers, little cayenne peppers. Mr. and I were talking. We were like, are they still cayenne peppers if they're not red? So, yeah, I don't know if they're still considered cayenne peppers when they're not red or not, but we'll see. So what I'm going to start doing is just chopping all of this up and putting it inside a wide mouth quart jar. So I'm slicing everything up pretty big. I will do the habanero peppers last. That way I don't have to touch them as much. If you've never fermented anything before, I highly recommend it. I like it. I was introduced to it because Ball has a fermentation kit. So it includes a wide mouth quart jar, a spring to help push down your food, a top with a vent, and then it comes with some pickling salt, which you need for your brine when you ferment, and a little recipe book. So that kind of is what introduced me to fermentation, and I really enjoy doing it. I still have a lot to learn. I did sauerkraut, and it came out all right. What I didn't like was the texture. You know, I'm used to like store-bought kraut, and the texture, because it's homemade, of course, was different. I also did some peppers and onions, and my mister really, really liked that. I did a relish using the cookbook that came with it, the recipe book that came with it. I do want to try fermenting some salsa. Maybe I'll do that next. We like salsa around here. We really do. So all my peppers are cut up. And I'm going to start getting them in this jar. Now, if you are handling peppers, you want to do so with either gloves or just make sure you're not touching your face or your eyes or anything like that. So, disclaimer on that. Couple of cayenne, jalapeno, garlic, serrano. And I'm just going to keep doing that until all of this has been used. There are a lot of benefits to fermenting food. What I like about it the most is it promotes good bacteria, and it's really good for your gut. If you have stomach problems or you're bloated or irregular or anything like that, the lactic acid that the fermentation process produces is really beneficial. Sometimes I will drink water with apple cider vinegar, or I even have some apple cider vinegar supplement pills that I really like taking. Okay, so that is full. Okay, I needed to wash my hands real quick. What I am going to do now is measure out 1.5 tablespoons of canning salt. Canning salt, pickling salt. You can use regular table salt or sea salt, however, your water may just come out cloudy. So I use this. I don't want to cooperate, so I have some right here. And there's my 1.5 tablespoons. And now using some distilled water, 2 cups of distilled water. You want to make sure that you're not using filtered water or water out the refrigerator or even water out the tap, because it's chlorinated. How you say that? But it can kill the good bacteria that you are going to create in the fermentation process. If you do use tap water or anything like that, you just need to let it sit out on the counter overnight or something like that. That way it can dechlorinate. I'm going to take this and just shake it up. Using this brine, I am going to fill it to here. So what I have here is an onion skin. I went to the pantry, grabbed an onion, cut it in half, took that first layer. I am going to peel off that. You know, like that first hard layer of onion peel. And I am going to use this to hold everything down. You want to push all the contents of your jar down as far as they will go. That way they remain under your water line. With this being a spring, I already know a lot of stuff is going to slip through these little cracks. So this is going to help hold everything down. Now, if you're using a glass weight, you don't have to do this. More water, and then I am going to push this down and seal the lid on it. Hole at the top is going to allow for the natural gases that the fermentation process creates to escape from the jar without having to open the jar and without letting any water out of here. You can use whatever top you want to. However, if you do that, you are going to want to make sure that you at least burp it, open it up and close it every once in a while just to let some of that gas out. It can explode. So heads up on that. So here are my peppers for fermentation. I am going to put these in a cool, dark place. With fermentation, you don't want it too cold and you don't want it too warm, so you don't want to put it in the refrigerator, but I'm not going to leave it out here on the counter. You ideally want between like 67 and 73 degrees, and then I will check back on it in about a week or two, and then I want to leave it for at least 2 months. But I have noticed with the fermentation process and peppers that it really intensifies the flavor, so we don't want it too hot, so we'll see. But here we go. Thank you.
Thank you for watching TT's Urban Pantry. If you enjoyed this content or was able to learn anything from it, please hit like and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the bell icon to be notified when new videos are uploaded. And as always, have a wonderful and blessed day.